What's going on, everyone? You know who it is. It's your boy, Ray Hines, and I'm the Fit Fessor, and I'm representing Brainz and Brawn Fitness, LLC. Now, today's episode, we're going to be discussing resistance training concepts. Last episode, we discussed acute training variables. Now, for the summary of acute training variables, it was about repetitions, sets, and rest interval. Now, repetitions are complete movements of an exercise. Again, repetitions are complete movements of an exercise. Sets involves a group of consecutive repetitions. Again, sets are groups of consecutive repetitions. Now, rest interval is exactly what it sounds like. It is the time you need to take to recuperate after each set or after each exercise. So that's just a summary of acute training variable. Now, for today's lesson, like I said, we're going to be discussing resistance training concept. Resistance training concept involves 4 different aspects. Those aspects are muscular endurance, muscular hypertrophy, muscular strength, and muscular power, or just power. We're going to dive deeper into each of the different 4 aspects. Now, we're going to be discussing muscular endurance. Muscular endurance is aerobic, meaning that it requires oxygen. Muscular endurance requires you to do something that producing a force for periods of time. And when you're doing something for periods of time, as I previously stated, you will need oxygen in order to sustain that movement for that exercise. Now that we discussed the definition of muscular endurance, let's get into the acute variable aspects of muscular endurance, which involves repetitions, sets, and rest interval. Now, the repetition range for muscular endurance is between 12 to 20 repetitions. The set range is between 1 to 3 sets, and the rest interval is between 0 to 90 seconds or up to 1 minute and 30 seconds. Some of the most common muscular endurance exercises are bodyweight squats, push-ups, crunches, lunges, planks. Those are some of the most common exercises for muscular endurance. Let's discuss muscular hypertrophy. Muscular hypertrophy is also known as the get big phase. Most bodybuilders and just people who just lift in general get into this phase because they want to increase their muscle size. So again, muscular hypertrophy is just increasing the skeletal muscle fibers, also known as get big. We're also going to discuss the acute training variable aspects of muscular hypertrophy. The repetition range for muscular hypertrophy is between 6 to 12 repetitions. The set range for muscular hypertrophy is between 3 to 5 sets. The rest interval range for muscular hypertrophy is between 0 to 60 seconds or up to 1 minute. The next resistance training phase that we're going to discuss is muscular strength. Muscular strength requires you to figure out how much force that you can exert and also how much weight that you can lift or move. All right. Muscular strength is also one of the most common phases of resistance training that is used in the gym. You see a lot of people are doing the 3 main lifts, which are bench press, deadlifts, and squats. Now, with these 3 movements, you want to lift as heavy as you can for the least amount of repetitions, but you get a longer break in between each set. Now let's go over those acute training variables aspects of this particular phase. Now for the strength training phase, you get between 1 to 5 repetitions, between 4 to 6 sets, and then you get a 3 to 5 minute break after each set. So again, 1 to 5 reps, 4 to 6 sets, 3 to 5 minutes for your break after each set. Now, power is the next resistance training phase. Now let's go into the definition of power. Power is producing the greatest amount of force to move weight in the shortest amounts of time. Now again, power is generating a particular amount of force to move weight in the shortest amount of time. Now that we've discussed the definition of power, let's go into the acute training variable aspect of power now. The repetition range for power is between 1 to 10 repetitions. The set range for power is between 3 to 6 sets. Now, we know the rest interval range for strength is between 3 to 5 minutes. That same amount of time is the same amount of time for power. So power also has 3 to 5 minute rest intervals. There are a lot of power exercises that are really good for you, but my two personal favorite are kettlebell swings and medicine ball slams. I really think those are great power exercises, but those are also some of the most common exercises used for power training as well. All right, now that's the end of today's lesson. We discussed the 4 different concepts of resistance training, and those concepts are muscular endurance, muscular hypertrophy, muscular strength, and muscular power. Now, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I'm always willing and available to answer any questions that you might have. Now, if I take a little bit long to answer those questions, please don't get mad at me. It's just that I have a lot of things to do as well. But just know that if you ask me something, I will get back to you. Now, please don't forget to like my YouTube channel, subscribe to it, like this video, comment on it. Let me know what you think about the content, because I will be bringing more content to you. I have the knowledge, so why not share it with you guys? Now, I love you guys. I pray that you have a good rest of your week. Let's get off to a great start in this week, and let's just continue to spread love and positivity. Now, get active and stay fit, all right? Love you guys.